This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. So before going to start, anyone has any doubts, please let me know so that we'll verify your issues. Okay. One like Likith has asked me about ledger integration, that is post physical inventory, post financial inventory. He is asking one more time explanation, Likith. So I will discuss. Well, that is actually part of finance, but let us discuss. So I think Bhanu, you asked me something. Can you share your screen, Bhanu?
Yeah, I
Is
can
your
share it.
yeah?
Can you
Let me
just
make
make me
yeah,
present?
yeah, I'm making the presenter.
Sir, I have one question.
Yeah,
So,
yes,
when we purchase an order, at the time of receiving an order, where
uh,
it will impact the finance of the company?
okay. Whenever you are doing product receipt, at that time you want explanation. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, fine, sure. Discuss. So Bhanu, I have made you presenter.
Yeah, I'm sharing.
Yeah,
Let me know once you're able to see my screen,
yeah,
Satya.
yeah. Yes, I'm able to see.
Yeah. So, yeah, what I was talking here
Uh,
while going through your video, right?
uh,
So yesterday, I mean, day before yesterday, you told the scenario of freight, right? Where
mm, mm,
we'll be posting the invoice along with the transportation charges or miscellaneous. So
yeah, mm,
there before yesterday. So yesterday, while freight, you came here and
mm,
item. So I have done the same, and
mm,
I went here for vendor freight, where is a third party, right? So this scenario
mm.
is for third party. So I
Yes.
have selected this. Then
Uh,
I went to this purchase order creation, and
mm,
I have taken two line items like as
mm,
discussed.
mm,
1000 and D0013.
mm.
Uh, so along with the size, so this is having along with the size. So in the
Okay.
product, even I went down and I have selected the size also as a large.
That's fine.
Yeah, till here.
Yeah.
This is scenario one yesterday, and maintain charges. I went here and it is 200 already. It is allocated. Right?
Mm. It is
So
created, not allocated.
yeah, sorry. Yeah. Then allocation charges here. I went here and
Mm,
allocate. Have I made this also the scenario one,
mm,
right?
mm, mm,
So then I went here and clicked on confirmation. It
mm,
was going on. This is scenario one, so I do not have
mm.
any problem here, right?
Okay. Okay.
Right. So it was not throwing any error.
Mm,
Okay. For the scenario two, you told
mm,
me that you know to come back and
mm,
without charges, we have to go without charges. I mean, directly we are going with the material, and later at the
mm.
point of invoice, we are adjusting it. That is business
Okay.
scenario two in the morning, right?
Mm, mm,
So for that, when I'm directly going while creating the purchase order with these two line items, it is throwing the
mm.
error. So for
Show me
example,
that.
let me close this. I
Uh,
will go once again.
mm,
So I'm not touching anything here. The charges are as it is like this. Okay.
mm, mm,
And I'm selecting the warehouse, clicking on OK. So this is another purchase order
mm,
602,
mm,
and I'm selecting the item,
mm.
right?
Yeah.
So let us take the same example of quantity 10,
Mm,
and I'm making it as 1000 here, right?
mm. Yeah.
So, and again clicking on the add line.
Mm,
So let me take D0013 because it is having that one FIFO, right?
mm, mm.
So same item I'm taking here,
You can
and I'll
select variant.
just
You can select variant. Before that, variant is size. You can select variant number. That is large, medium, whatever it is. Yeah. You can select. Okay.
So you mean to say no need to go down to the product and
Not
so from
required.
here you
Yeah.
can select it. Yeah.
Yes.
So here
Hmm.
25. Let me take the
Hmm.
same example
Hmm.
and sorry. Okay, the price unit we
Hmm.
will go with 200. Then total it
Hmm.
should coming a 15,000, right?
Okay.
So without
It is
charges.
26.
No, but
You have entered 26. No issues. That's fine. No issues. It's not an issue.
sorry. Yeah, one
No
minute.
problem.
Yeah, I'm clicking on save. So my problem
Hmm.
is when I'm going here without charges, right? But
Hmm.
uh, this is where the stuck. I mean, if I click on confirm, right?
Hmm.
But I'm
Hmm.
not doing anything. I'm not allocating. Not
Not
touching
required.
here, right?
Not required. Okay.
Yesterday I have not seen in your way it was going smooth. But when I click
Oh.
on here the confirm purchase orders here,
Hmm. Hmm.
charges
Okay.
have not been allocated.
Fine. 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 Close this message. Okay. Now, uh, go to the first browser. Go to the first browser. Accounts payable module. Accounts payable module.
Okay.
Charge setup. Automatic charges. So here for 1001 you have mapped automatic charges.
But I have not mapped it actually. It was
This
default,
is
maybe it
map.
is there.
Maybe. So whatever it may be, whether it is already default exist or it may be created by you or something, whatever
Okay.
it is mapped means
Okay.
the charges are coming automatically and you need to allocate.
Oh, it's like a
Now go to,
business tool. It has made it.
go to the purchase orders, the first browser, second browser.
Yeah.
Yeah, click on that one. Click on maintain charges in the top.
Yeah.
So you have not entered, but it was automatically populated
Yes.
because yesterday one more scenario. So now it is telling like automatic charges are allocated, already
Hmm.
created. So now you need to allocate. Clear?
So you mean to say for every purchase order I have to go and do this actually?
Because if you don't want, remove that one. The first tab, go to the first one. Delete
Remove.
this one. Delete, not remove. Delete in the top
Okay.
because this is completely delete. Delete the entire process.
Then earlier process, without any
Yeah,
business
you
tool,
can create
it
now. You
goes
can go
smooth.
to the second browser and you can create a new purchase order and verify. It will not ask you anything.
Okay, but this automatic I have not enabled it. Maybe yeah, to be
By
default.
default, it may be there.
Yeah.
No,
Hello.
you can try. Yeah, yes.
Yes, Satya, I have one question. Right now, Bhanu has shown like automatic charges he has created, and that's why
Yes.
it is reflecting in purchase order. But
Yeah.
yesterday I have tried using the automatic charges. In my
Hmm.
case, actually, it was not taking that automatic charges for the purchase order. So, do
We'll
we
see.
need
We'll
to
see.
do any step in
No, no, there
between,
is
like
nothing.
of
There is nothing actually. If you map that one, that is enough. Means whether you have
if
mapped at a header level or not,
yeah,
I need to
I have
verify.
tried both ways, like header level as well as the line level, and
Yeah.
I was using 10.19. Is there any difference? Uh,
No, no, anything is fine, no issue. See, and actually, you are selecting vendor 1000 1019, am I right?
Actually, Satya, that was not this system. I was using USRT company. Uh,
Ah,
that is my office system, and on that I have select the vendor 1002. That is Fabricam.
okay. So, see, I cannot give you a warrant, I cannot give you commitment like an office system whether it will work or not. Because if any of your people are did some customization kind of thing, if they're disturbed, okay,
Okay.
then I cannot comment on that one. But even though, do you have system now?
Actually, that is turn off.
Oh, okay.
I
If
am
you
on
have
the
system,
laptop
I can
now.
verify. I have if you have system, even if you have link and username and password, I can try to monitor and I can verify what is going on. I can tell you.
Okay.
So if it is possible, try to make it tomorrow availability. If it is possible, is it
Okay.
possible?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, that is possible.
So tomorrow, make it ready system. Okay.
Okay.
then my intention is whenever I have started, don't start the environment. Please make environment readily available so that
Okay.
everyone time will be saved. Okay.
Yeah, 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 sure. Because I
So
have
Satya,
tried
it is
using.
working now.
yeah. So Banu,
Thanks,
are
Satya.
you able to confirm?
Yeah,
Confirm?
yeah, it is working now. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Rishikesh. Yeah. Sorry.
Yes, yes, Satya.
Anything
Okay,
else?
okay. No, because I have
Okay,
tried
fine.
in both ways, like for line level as well as the header level, but in the both ways it was not working.
Okay, one thing
In,
you can verify the
uh
vendor currency,
Yeah,
and
both are
whatever your
USD. For the PO
USD.
also
Okay,
it was USD, and for vendor also it was USD.
then it should not create problems. Definitely, it should not create problems.
Okay, I will try today as well, and if not working, then I will make available the system tomorrow.
Sure, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, thank you, Satya.
You're welcome. Fine. Any more questions? One more. I think who told, like, who asked one
So
more
I was
question?
asking,
Yeah, Astosh. Yeah.
where, yeah, what will be the bank entry at the product receipt and before vendor invoice, and where it will impact financially?
Okay. Before invoice, so what will be the entry for the product receipt? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So product receipt account, it is, I mean to say, material received but not
Yes.
invoice account data to purchase accrual account credit. That means, so are you from Astosh? I think you are from finance team, am I right?
No, sir. T&L.
T and L. Okay. So that is the reason you are not getting. So let me share my screen. Actually, it's a part of finance. It is already discussed a lot, but I will give you clarification. I cannot spend more time to explain you, but I will give you clarification.
Fine, sir.
Yeah, this is a part of finance. Okay, but let me explain you. Let me explain. So in finance,
Actually, I just gave an mock interview, so someone asked me that question.
but you can tell, like, financial postings is handling by my colleague finance consultant. Okay, so here this one, cost of material received account data to cost of material received account data to purchase accrual account credit. This is material received but not invoiced,
Okay.
and this is a temporary account. Instead of vendor account, it is purchase accrual account. That means this much of amount I need to pay to the vendor. Like,
Okay, sir.
this is a planned purchase amount. Means I'm going to pay this much amount in coming, like, soon. So I need to reserve my funds, that is purchase accruals.
So product receipt debited and purchase approval credited.
Yeah. So this product receipt in 2012, the name of the field is product receipt. Now it was renamed as cost of purchased material received in D365.
Okay. Okay.
This name it is. So at the time of invoice, it is inventory receipt. Here it is product receipt. At the time of invoice, it is inventory receipt. But this name, it was changed as cost of material invoiced
Cost of material.
in D365. In 2012, this field.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You can note down. You can note down this one. So it is little bit complex to remember T&L consultants. It's not impossible. My intention is little bit complex to finance consultants to remember these debits and credits. If you are a finance consultant, definitely it is a primary requirement you need to remember.
So I took a screenshot.
Sorry.
I took a screenshot of it.
Okay, fine. That's fine. Anyhow, recorded session is there. If you want, you can refer the
Yes, yes.
recorded session as well.
All right, sir.
Satya, what is purchase accrual?
Purchase accrual means it is, see, you need to, if it is a vendor invoice, we need to pay vendor amount. Am I right? Here.
Yes.
So accrual means now you need to reserve your funds this much of amount to pay to the vendors. Indirectly, it is a kind of vendor, but it is not a vendor. This is a liability. This is also a liability. Look at this one, liability. Instead of vendor account, we are mapping this one, accrual.
Okay. Got it.
This is inventory, actual inventory receipt account. This is temporary inventory receipt account. Okay, fine. Likith asked me in the group two check boxes. Okay, Likith, I will discuss with you in like not only with you, everyone. Anyhow, I am going to show you company creation process. At that time, I will focus with I will focus. Remind me, Likith. Okay, is it fine, Likith? I think Likith is there. Yeah, I think you are not audible, Likith. So I think you are making unmute, but I'm not able to hear your voice. So I will definitely speak at the time of company creation process. So we'll discuss furthermore. Okay, fine. One more person pinged here like yesterday. So try to ping in the group. If you are pinging me in one to one, there are so many pings in WhatsApp. So I cannot remember. I'm sorry. I think who else? Satish Babu, I think. Sorry, not Satish. I'm sorry, someone.
Abhishek this time. I have
Yeah,
assigned two queries.
yeah, Abhishek.
One is how to select GL account in FPO, and second is I'm just trying to do some adjustment, for charges in the posted invoice. So I'm not
Ah,
able to get the charges code which I have created in the charge code
can
setup.
you share your screen? Can I make you presenter? Is it your system ready?
No, not possible right now. Tomorrow I can
Okay.
try.
Okay. So, like whether you have pinged me one to one or it is a group
How I can pick the one to one?
one to one. Huh? Okay. Give me a second.
No, no, not one to one. Group one.
Group only. So in finance, am I right? In finance group, I'm not able to see. Are you from T&L Finance?
TNL,
Abhishek? T&L.
TNL.
Okay. Okay. You have pinged. Can we select GL account in the purchase order instead of items? Just want to confirm. Okay, that's what you are asking. Am I right?
Yes.
And I'm not able to see any charge code in the adjustment of the posted invoice. So, see, if you are not able to see any item in the charge codes after invoicing means uh, you have to select charge codes debit item, then only it will show you. See, let me show you. Yeah, you can mute yourself. I will tell you. Charge charge codes. So I'm trying my with my system. If it is taking too much time, I will shift to the demo system, another link. Otherwise, yeah. Here in this, look at this one. If it is debit is item, then only it will show you. Otherwise, it will not show. So look at this one. I will show you invoices because you want to impact the items to invoice. Am I right? Item like the charge codes you need to impact for the item. Agree with me?
Yes, yes.
So if it is item, then only it will show you. Otherwise, it will not show. The debit
I think it
accounts
was
which is
item
credited,
only. I will check also.
then it will show you. No problem. See, even though, let me show you. So you are working already, am I right, Abhishek?
No, actually, I'm working in an Navision as an Navision company.
Oh, Navision, okay. Because in the recent classes, recent sessions, many people are working employees are joining. I'm very happy because they will ask many questions. Fine. See here, let me show you. Suppose this one is invoiced one. I will take invoiced one, anything. Okay, so if you verify, it is taking so much time. Let me go back to my demo system. I don't want to waste your time. So look at this one. This is invoiced one. Now, if you click on invoice, journals invoice, here if you adding charges, adjustment charges, in the drop down it is showing few only, not all. Insurance, miscellaneous item, vendor freight.
So there is no separate setup for this, right? Any checkbox is
No,
not
no,
there,
no,
right?
no, no. 1 second. Insurance, miscellaneous charges, vendor item. So the setup is item with the ledger account.
Okay, okay. That is what.
See, item with ledger account, this combination. Then only, because for this scenario only, you are not able to, you are required to post charges. Am I right?
Yes, yes.
If it is
In credit,
vendor,
I have select customer vendor, so that is why it is
yeah,
not coming.
then it will not. Then it will not. So, clear?
Clear.
So, yeah,
I'll try
everyone
it.
are you able to follow? So what his question is, whenever I'm doing after invoicing, I want to do adjustment for charges. This charges, it is not allowing like fee, because fee means it is item and vendor. During invoice, you are getting along with material charges. The transportation charges also should be included in the invoice, because it is a vendor vendor managed charge codes. So only for this item installation insurance, suppose insurance, this one is item with third party vendor. If it is a third party vendor only, we will receive separately. For this scenario only, you can do adjustments. Clear, everyone? I hope it is clear.
Clear.
Okay, fine. Next one is, you asked me about can I enter a like ledger account? Am I right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So instead of, can we select a GL account in the purchase order instead of items? Okay, let me explain you this one. So can I know like the business scenario, we are selecting item instead of item ledger account, or is it there in the business central?
It's yeah. Over here we are making a purchase order for some services. So
Ah,
for that, we sometimes we have created item non-stock. or we can select directly GL in the purchase order.
Okay, fine. So in business center like that. Okay, here also we can select non-stacked item, whatever you said, non-stacked item. Otherwise, instead of ledger account, we have option to select procurement category. Yeah, Abhishek. So you can select the calculators. This is category item. This
Okay.
category item is linked with ledger account.
Okay. Okay. So in a category setup, we can link those accounts. Okay.
Yeah. So in the categories means you can have. So in T&L, you will learn anyhow. Okay, anyhow you are going to learn. I need to explain you about procurement categories. Okay, you are going to learn the topic also.
Okay.
So just I'm showing you here in postings. Here in the purchase order, you can select the category items. So even at the time of invoice also, you can select purchase expenditure for expenses. You can select category items. So this category item is linked with charge like a ledger account directly.
Okay.
So you are not selecting ledger, you are selecting category. Category is linked with ledger account.
So direct
Make
GL
sense?
we cannot select, so we have to
No.
make a category. Okay.
Yes. Intermediate level, we are using category. Okay. I have
Okay.
given clarification only here. I will explain you about this procurement category later on. In finance,
Okay.
in logistics, you are going to learn this topic.
Okay.
Okay.
No problem.
Fine.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anything else? Anyone? Fine. So I'm requesting you. The batch may be delayed for another 1 week or something, if because people are asking questions. But I'm very happy because if you have many questions in your mind, definitely that should be cleared. That should be cleared. Your questions should be cleared, and you are learning. I'm very happy. Okay, so please cooperate. Don't make me hurry to close the sessions. I mean to say, after 2.5 months also, it may be extended. So usually it is 8 to 10 weeks. It may be extended to 11th week or 12th week also. If it is extended, please cooperate with me. Fine. Next. So one more. Yesterday, actually, like one, if it is standard cost, the postings are different. Let me explain you that one. So I'm taking line M001. Day before yesterday, I have selected M001. So I have entered suppose to 50. See, by default, it is coming. Let me remove this one. I'm adding charges M001. So what it is coming by default, it is 3.85. The price is coming 3.85. So what I'm doing, I'm making like $4. Okay, so earlier it is 3.75. I made it 4 now. I'm doing confirmation. I'm doing confirmation. Now I'm doing receive tab. Click on product receipt. Click OK. Let it be processed. Meanwhile, I'm going to this product information management. Release products. So let me filter by M001. Okay, let me go to here, manage cost, item price. This is model group is standard. So the price is 3.93. The price is 3.93. Okay, the model is, item model group is standard cost. So item price is 3.93. Okay, now if I do product receipt, now if I verify product receipt, vouchers, look at this one. Instead of this is there is a difference posted. The reason behind, for easy calculation, I will do for one item so that you can understand easily rather than this one. If I'm making multiples, I need to calculate multiples. Let me create quickly one more purchase order and I will show you for one item so that you can understand easily. Only one item, so it is 3.85, it is there. I'm making 4. I'm doing confirmation. So I'm doing product receipt. Let me close these messages. I'm doing product receipt. If you verify, look at this one, voucher. So actually it is 3.93 is mapped here, and while doing 3.85 it is coming while doing transaction automatically. That is, if you go here, so a little bit tricky. It is more about manufacturing process. Whenever you are doing manufacturing process, you need to capture all these things. 3.893, but let me show you. For this item, the purchase price, it is 3.585, it was entered. This is 3.85, you have entered. This price is coming at the time of data entry. At this time it is coming 3.85, and inside standard cost method, if you verify manage cost, the price, it is 3.93. Now you have posted with 4. You have posted with 4. Okay, so the difference 4 with 4.93, it was posted. This one estimated, actually it is 4.93, it was posted. And here look at this one, this is 3.93 is the cost price, cost of the material received, because this is standard cost method, means always it will capture from here. The material cost is captured from this one. Okay, but you have entered 4 and 3.85 is the original price. 3.85 versus 4, the difference is it is 0.15. That is difference it was posted. Okay, and to tally this one, we need to enter like the difference is 0.8. So the total amount, if you look at this one, 4.08, and this is also 4.08. 3.93 is the actual price. 3.93 is the actual price, but we have entered 4. So the difference is, it is 3.83 plus 0.5, 0.15. The difference it was posted as a price variance. Okay, so it little bit tricky, but let me show you one more time, and I will show you. I will show with one more small change. The differences we can understand easily. This is standard cost method. Suppose I will do like 4.110. I have changed it to 4.10. Now let me do a confirmation. Actual price is 3.85 in purchase price entry, but I have entered 4.1. Now let me do product receipt. So manufacturing consultants, they should know about this one. This is standard cost method. Sorry, receive tab, product receipt, voucher. Look at this one, 4.10. It was posted, but purchase price what was it was entered means 0.25, like 3.85. The difference between 3.85 and 4.1, it is 0.25. It was posted, and 0.25 plus 3.93, total amount is, let me take the calculator, 3.93 plus 0.25, it is equal to 4.18. So now 4.10 it was posted, the difference 0.08 is posted to like this. Getting my point? Actual accrual, because 3.85 is the purchase price which we have entered, but instead of 4.5 like 3.85, we have entered 4.10 in the purchase order. So the difference, it is purchase price variance. So from where it is means, if you look at this uh, item model group, if you look at this item model group, standard cost, I told you one checkbox will be selected, deferred revenue accounts. So this deferred revenue accounts checkboxes, because it is standard cost method, then these differences will be posted. Actual purchase price we have entered 3.85, but it was now we have posted with the 4.10. So that is the reason it was different. So we'll do one more transaction, same actual 3.85, and let us understand what happens. So 3.5 I'm posting. Same, I'm keeping 3.85. Now 3.85 versus 3.93, there is a difference that will be posted once again. Look at this one. $3.585 is the price, purchase price accrual, but $3.93 is the cost of material received, because we have mapped in the specific item. This is managed cost. If it is a standard cost, it is must. You need to map managed cost item price. This is must. This is standard cost model. For that, we have entered 3.93. So the difference will be posted as differences, estimated indirect cost. Only this is applicable for standard cost models. So if you are using standard cost method in item model group, then it is must. You need to go to manage costs tab, manage cost tab, setup, item price. Here, based on the costing type, you need to map the price. So in this, if you look at this one, this is part of manufacturing. It is a costing and manufacturing. Costing version setup, you need to enable costing version setup. Okay. So I know, like, I'm not going to explain you complete picture about standard cost, because that is a part of manufacturing. I'm just giving you high level inputs. So for standard cost method, it is must. You need to go to manage cost, and you need to go to setup item price, and you need to enter the cost price, the standard cost price. This is 3.93. And at the time of this one data entry, like, this is 3.85. This is 3.85, because usually if you are purchasing any like iron, copper, this kind of commodity items, the price will be keep on changing every time. The price will be changing every time. So rather than that one, system will ask to maintain one standard cost price. If you map this standard cost price, that cost price only will be posted every time. System will not change the inventory price. It will keep one price. Whether you are purchasing like excess or less, that the differences will be posted to some expenses account. Always see, take the example iron. If I'm purchasing iron in one day, it may be like 1 kg, it may be 20 rupees. Tomorrow it may be 20 rupees 20 paisa. Another time it may be 19 rupees 85 paisa, or another time it is 19 rupees 20 paisa. But I want to keep one standard cost price, that is standard cost. That price only will be posted every time to the inventory. Understood? I don't want the fluctuation prices in the inventory. So this is cost of material received. We are keeping one standard cost. Only that amount will be posted always. And whether you are purchasing lesser or higher, the differences will be posted to expense account. Understood? Any confusion here? Yeah, any questions? Any confusion still? So if you are
one
purchasing,
question here.
yeah,
The standard cost, I mean, the price will be defined by whom actually in real time actually? Because in the managed cost, I have to go and I have to make the setup, right?
yes, yes.
So the
So the
price
cost
will be
control,
going on fluctuations, right, Satya? As you told that,
yes,
for
yes,
example, we can take coal or we can take any mining industry or anything, right?
yeah, yeah.
So do I need to go daily and have to make the standard cost has changed, or
No,
we have
no.
to decide, for example, say this would be the standard cost for this whole quarter or like that?
Yeah, that's what. For the entire period, it was mapped. Whenever if you want to suppose at least periodically, at least 6 months or 3 months or 1 year, we'll keep this price. If you have new price, you can create from the new one. You can create new one, and you can enable. Then the latest price will be captured.
Okay. But sometimes, like if we take 83.5, though it should be sometime 80, it can be 90.5. So these are all price variances. You are saying it as, right? I mean,
Yeah.
whatever the standard cost which
So
we have and the price variance will be going on.
yes. So we will keep one standard cost price. That is standard cost.
Okay.
So the
And you told
variances,
that
whatever. Yeah. Mm.
variance will be carried forward to the expenses account, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
The purchase price variances.
So, but when
So
I
here,
take the statement of overall journals, then what are the expenses account we see? Then it will be how who will be doing the tally of the overall, the price is this and standard cost is this and the price is this much.
no,
Manufacturing
that,
consultants or
no, no. Tally means I did not understand.
no? What I'm saying about the expenses account, right? When we see the
Mm,
overall the expenses account, and one day where you will be watching all the overall the expenses account.
mm, mm,
So where you'll be seeing, for example, 83.5 is the standard cost which we have taken for the whole quarter, and
mm.
every day prices are being varied. So someone will be monitoring this, right? I mean the overall uh, statement. What I'm talking about.
So here, someone means it is like you are talking about finance point of view or
Yeah,
logistics
yeah.
point of
Finance
view.
point of view. Finance point of view.
So finance point of view, it is like whenever you are posting a transaction, it is hitting already. So
Yeah.
if you want, you can see the balance. All always how it is going on. It is always trial balance.
Okay.
Always trial balance. In the trial balance, you can monitor. That is the reason every month, at least once, any company they will verify their financial positions by taking trial balance and balance sheet and income statement. Okay, they will monitor this report. They will monitor this report and what is going on and everything they will monitor.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you. Good.
you're welcome. Any questions, anyone, please? Okay, so fine. Yesterday we are discussing. Give me a second. Let me verify yesterday the topics. Okay, standard cost and the pending points, it is cleared majority. Now let us understand about this one first, and then let us understand the implementation methodology. Standard cost I have explained just now. Okay, so let us understand implementation methodology and business users, key users, and these things. Okay, so always, so in whenever you are implementing this product, okay, there will be two teams. So if you remember the organization hierarchy, organization structure, till now, whenever I'm explaining you about ERP, I told you like try to imagine you are here. Now try to imagine here you are in this company. So always there will be two teams. One is partner company, that is software company, and this is client. In this client you will have end users, key users. Those are called business users. Simply end user means that data entry operator. Key user means the purchase manager or kind of clerk, purchase manager or stores manager or stores in charge or supervisor kind of people. So those are called users or business users. Okay, so whenever you are getting into like company and you are going to get details from the users. So first thing is there are three purchasing clerks. There are three purchasing clerks. So one clerk has told one thing, another clerk told another thing. Then there is a mutual conflict. There is a mutual conflict. Then if it is mutual conflicts coming, then you need to check with the key user, the purchase manager, because there are three clerks and mutual conflicts are coming. One person is telling something, another person is telling something. There is no coordination. Then you need to discuss with your with the purchasing clerk, purchasing manager. Sorry, purchasing manager. Suppose purchasing manager is telling something, stores manager or stores in charge is telling something. So there is a conflict between key users, means purchase manager is telling something and stores in charge is telling something. If you want to map in the system, he is telling like purchase manager is telling like don't include insurance charges, and stores clerk is telling like no, we need to include the transportation charges or charges to the item master, it is required for me. So there is a conflict between stores in charge versus purchase in charge. Then project manager will be there from client side. From client side, one project manager will be there. You need to coordinate with the project manager, with the project manager. So remember, there should be my favorite slogan. It is triple C. This is my favorite, triple C. What do you mean by triple C? Means communication,
Coordination, cooperation.
coordination, and cooperation. Cooperation. This is important. Okay, suppose you are implementing. Now, take the example like you are a finance consultant, your colleague is T&L consultant, and you are discussing each other, and it is not uh, come back to like T&L consultant is telling like, no, I am correct. Here, ego problems. Even though sometimes I am correct, even though sometimes I am wrong, I will behave like I will commit to the like whatever earlier I did it like uh, whatever I have committed, I want to strict. Even though I know like this is my wrong, I want to continue. Or your colleague, I'm a finance consultant, your colleague is T&L consultant. Initially he told something and he realized it is wrong, but even though he realized now, he want to stick to his words so that he should not blame. Then ego problems. Okay, in that case, you need to discuss with your leads. If your leads also not coordinating, then you need to discuss with your project manager. So this communication. First, you need to cooperate and coordination, and communication should not be delivered in the last day of the issue. Suppose the issue is going on, so wait for one day, no issues, 1 day, 2 days. But if you are waiting for 1 month, after 1 month, if you are going back to your project manager, he will get angry. Why are you not informing me from day one? So you need to straightforward to the, sometimes straightforward also dangerous, but at least you need to give some time to your colleague to verify 1 day or 2 days. And if he is not listening at all, don't wait for months or weeks. Try to inform to your manager in time, and it should not be like immediately. So whenever you are getting problems, if you are discussing with your project manager, he will get frustrated every time. It's not like that. First you need to try to coordinate each other between your team members, or even though with the developer. Whenever you are implementing, you need to coordinate with your developer. So sometimes developers, no, it is not possible, that is not possible, this is not possible, they will speak. So always major problems is between functional consultant versus technical consultant, developer. It is always like wife and husband. There will be always quarrel. No, it is not possible. That is not possible. Developer will reject always first. So you need to smoothly handle, like the way if you are handling with your wife or your husband, vice versa. So majorly these are the problems, and I will tell you, like, small companies success ratio is more always, because everything is handling by I mean to say one consultant. Majority features will be handled by, sometimes finance and T&L will be handled by one consultant, or T&L with manufacturing will be handled by one consultant. uh, like if it is a small companies, your responsibilities will be more, little bit more. If it is a big company, you are focusing on specific field but in depth. There are pluses and minuses in both sides. If it is a big company, if it is a small company, some points, sometimes if it is a larger company, you will get benefits, sometimes it will be minus, vice versa. That is, you need to, based on the situations, you need to act, and always I want you to be in the success scenario rather than failure scenarios. Success implementations. I want you to be in the success team rather than failure team. So many people think like, okay, whatever it may be, the project is what is going on, it is irrelevant to me, and I whatever I said it is correct. Like that, don't go. This is my request personally. Try to understand the situations and the implementation process. Now let us understand what is this implementation process. Okay, so what is the life cycle of implementation process? Initially, pre-sales people, they will approach client. Pre-sales consultants, they will approach client. Okay, suppose there is Raghunath Enterprises is running a electronic shop. They want to implement a Dynamics 365. So then this is an inquiry. Then it will be like, suppose there are 4 companies. Take the example like Hitachi, suppose Sonata, Godrej, and Infosys. These 3 companies came to know like they are looking for an then ERP. Sometimes not only Dynamics, sometimes they may look for Dynamics, Oracle Apps, SAP, and another 2-3 ERPs also. They will look. Okay, then in the pre-sales, like, one is you need to impress the client, like Dynamics 365 is a good product than other products. Okay, so communications is important, and feature wise, the highest features, whatever it is there, those features you need to deliver to the top management team, that is pre-sales team. Pre-sales team, the major it is impression is most important. Communication wise, smoothly you need to handle, communication wise as well as product wise, you need to explain to the client. So usually they will call it as CRP, conference room pilot something. Okay, so pre-sales people, they will explain the product to the client. Once it is okay, if it is accepted, so from like Microsoft partner side, that means software company side, project manager will be finalized, and client side also project manager will be there. One project manager from software company, in the same manner client side also one project manager will be decided. Okay, and from partner side, once project manager is decided, then there is one document will be created. If it is freezed, this one SOW will be there. SOW document will be created in the very first. In that, what are the time period and how many people are there, and everything will be decided. Means how many team leads. So if it is a finance team lead is also required or not, SCM team lead, and if it is a finance team lead, one team lead and 2 functional consultants. if it is a very big product. Otherwise, sometimes only one person, he is a team lead, he is a finance consultant. And the same manner for SCM side also, and the same manner technical side. So usually technical team will be more, little bit more, 1:3 ratio, 1:3 ratio in the market. It may be 1:2 ratio also. Functional versus technical. Technical team will be a little bit more. So teams will be decided like both sides, or like particularly for software side, how many team leads required, how many engineers required, software engineers. So in team leads, it may be one for finance, one for SCM, one for SCM manufacturing, and one for logistics, that is SCM. The trade and logistics, sometimes they will call it as this one, okay. And engineers also, maybe sometimes it may be only one person for the entire project. Team lead and engineer also the same, like this, okay. And the developers, like one is technical lead, one technical lead at least, and engineers, based on the requirement it will be decided. Now after that, from client side, this team will interact with client team. So now you are in the software company and you are going to interact with client side. Understood? You are from this side and you are going to interact with this client. In this client, there are so many business users, key users and end users and key users. You are going to interact with these guys about the application. You need to provide training, you need to explain the product and everything. Okay, fine. So initially, whenever, suppose if you have only 1-2 years experience or 3 years experience, you will not be like lead position. You will be a support engineer or suppose software engineer. You are going to be engineer, and if you have at least 4-5 years experience, then you can become lead consultant. You can become a lead consultant. At least minimum to minimum, companies will look for around 5 years. If you have really 5 years of experience, then they will look for lead consultant. They can consider you as a lead consultant. Fine. Now, so once it is SOW is written, the document, okay, then the process will be started. The actual process will be started. Okay, give me a minute. I'm just taking the previous batch document. It is, let me verify. Okay. So initially, it will be first requirement gathering. The initial first step is requirement gathering. Requirement gathering means you need to interact with users and you need to understand how they are entering the data. What is their day-to-day activities? You need to note down the entire details. The entire details you need to note down. Okay. Here it is in the notepad, you are writing whatever they said. End user day to day, whatever he's doing in his job, you need to collect the details. And you need to make one document called functional requirement specifications or functional requirement document. What it means, functional requirement document or functional requirement specifications means, here everything whatever you have collected, that you are making in a structured manner, in a one by one steps, FRS, in a sequential manner. You need to make a document properly. And sometimes it may be required business requirement specifications, sometimes it may not be required. What it means, here functional requirement document means, suppose there are four companies, four branches, one is in Hyderabad, another one is in Mumbai, another one is in Delhi, one more is in Calcutta, or one more is in something like Chennai or something. Then you need to collect this one FRS, and you need to make one document combined all these things into one document. If it is only one company, it will be only one. Okay, so here either one it may be, sometimes it may be two, sometimes one, at least one document will be created. This is a raw information requirement gathering. This is the first document, functional requirement specifications or business requirement document, whatever it is, you need to prepare one document in a structured manner, in a proper manner. Once it is defined, then you need to write fit gap analysis. Fit gap analysis means, fit means directly it is available in the system, it is available in the system, and you are preparing a solution design document. Here suppose sales order invoice, in that everything is exactly it is same, or purchase order invoice. So whatever in the standard it is available, that is exactly fit, like fulfilling or fitting the to the system, so they can map this one. Whereas sales order, in the sales order invoice, they are entering, whenever they are sending the material to the customers, they are entering the truck number, they are entering the truck number and driver, a mobile number, and everything they are capturing. Then that is not available in the system. Then we need to, that is a gap. For that gap, there are three options. So here, so if it is fit, this is the solution. If it is a gap, then there are three options: not available, workaround solution, customization. So the first priority is always workaround solution. If it is not available, what is the workaround solution? Okay, give me a second. I will do one thing. The priority, I will create on priority. The last priority is not available. What it means? Here, first I will look for, if it is not available in the system, I will try to find the workaround solution. As I told you yesterday, we learned, if it is a third party vendor, we don't have to select vendor function. It is not available by default. So for that, what we are doing, we are mapping to the ledger account and we are posting. That is considering as a third party vendor. That is workaround solution. You need to think for workaround solution. If this workaround solution is not available, then we need to do a customization. Example, another example like truck driver mobile number and the truck number I want to feed in the system whenever I am dispatching sales order invoice. That is my company policy. Suppose in the system we don't have truck number, mobile number. Then what I will do? I will do a customization. Otherwise, sometimes very big functionality they are doing something, a very big function. So that is not possible, and even customer is not ready to spend money to develop that function. It is, if you want to develop that function, I need extra 1 crore or 50 lakhs that function to develop. So 50 lakhs, customer is not in a position to pay 50 lakhs. Then we are not going to do this one. They will do offline, whatever they want to continue. Okay, understood this 3? So if it is customization is required, then we can go for customization. If it is a customization, we need to prepare functional design document. We need to prepare functional design document. So fit gap analysis, whether you are preparing these documents or not, it is irrelevant. Fit gap analysis and functional design document is most important always. Functional design document means in the sales order, like you are telling, like one is mobile number, driver mobile number, another one is truck number, I need to feed. So where I need to enter? If I open this sales order, where I need to keep? So in the purchase order or sales order, where I need to place? That is, you need to design in a such a way that you need to design in a proper manner. So I'm just opening the sales order. Just I'm opening the sales order. So if you go to the header, we need to enter the truck number, whether I need to keep here, whether I need to keep here, whether I need to keep here. Suppose we have designed here, after that customer come back like, no, why you have mentioned here, I need to keep here. If I keep here, no, why you have mentioned, this is should be kept here. In this you need to keep. Like that there is a chance. So you need to prepare a FDD functional design document with the screenshots, and you need to showcase this information to your client. Once it is confirmed, then you need to prepare, like technical people, they will develop TDD, technical design document. So technical design document means what is the field name, what is the inside, like table name, what is the like if it is any stored procedures I need to write, whether I need to create methods, what with how many classes I need to write. There will be so many technical design. This will be prepared by a technical design document, prepared by technical consultant. For you, one is business, one is fit gap analysis, that is most important. Next one is functional design document. These two are most important for you. And for developer, it is technical design document and development. Technical design document and development. Development means the actual code you are going to write, not you, your colleague developer. Then testing. So sometimes if it is a big customization, there will be a testing team will be there. If testing team is not there, then it is your responsibility, you need to do the testing of the application. Okay, then master data collection. Sometimes this master data collection will be parallelly we can do here. What is this master data collection means? How many customer accounts are there, how many vendors are there, how many item masters are there, how many chart of accounts are there, and what are the terms of payment, what are the methods of payment, what are the cash discounts. Everything you need to collect the data from the customer side. Okay, you are going to learn company creation process, so you will understand what are the minimum requirements you need to map. then opening balance sheet.
Satya,
Yes, please.
one question. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, yeah.
Two questions. One is this customization when we are saying, right?
Hmm.
So, according to your experience, I mean, is there any percentage or something where because it's an ERP,
If it
so
is a
if it is an
stand, yeah, if it is a
if it is in
standard, usually,
classic
yeah,
web application, for example, then people will be knowing, up to what extent we can go with customization because it should not impact the performance of the application. So
yes,
whereas ERP D365 is very heavy. So
yeah.
according to your experience, so far you have seen many implementations in your career. I know it personally also, but
Hmm.
customization, is there any percentage saying you should not exceed this much of percentage because it will impact your performance of the overall application in ERP? So do you have any best practices you have seen and your
Hmm.
experiences in the customization here?
So actually, there is no like a limit on percentages of customization, but
Okay.
usually we will try to minimize the customization and we'll try to gather some percentage. Like I mean to say, suppose take the example now, landed cost module is there. Okay,
Yeah.
earlier it is not there. So if you want to do a customization, little bit it is always better to minimize the customization.
Mhm.
Always it is better to minimize the customization, but if it is really required project needs, we need to do a customization. But there is no hardened rule like only you need to do a development like customization of up to 30%, 20%, 10%. I saw some clients, they are developed 50% customization. The
Okay.
standard functionality is completely deviated.
Okay.
So based on, but it will take some time. Means if it is the customizations are becoming more, you need to wait for 2 years, 3 years.
Right.
It is
Yeah.
a small customization, but minimum customization, I think maybe a 5 to 10%. Minimum customization we
Yeah.
need to do it. What it is, customizations means if it is sales order invoice, the invoice copy we are dispatching to the customer. That copy, whatever it is coming as a printout, that is look and feel is different for me. I don't like that one. Then I need to do a customization. This is must one of the important mandatory customization. Here the form, the print form, invoice print form. Look at this one. So till now I have not generated invoice copy. Let me show you. Invoice, click on invoice. So if you click on view documents, here original preview, it will take maybe a minute.
Yeah, customer facing documents is generally mostly customized.
Yeah, exactly. Let me try. If it is not, let me try from my system. I think reports are not configured, deployed here. Give me a second. So at least 5 to 10% will do customization.
Okay.
Will do customization. So minimum, without customization, any product cannot be deployed. Minimum 5 to 10%. That is the reason Microsoft is not selling product directly to the customers. They are selling to these partners, software companies. This company will deploy this one in the client place. So minimum 5 to 10% minimum requirements it is there always.
Okay.
At least sales order invoice should be customized. Okay, I will show you that one later on.
Sure. Yeah. And one more question, sorry. Here, master
Yeah.
data collection you're talking about, right? I mean, after
Mm,
testing, I've seen that.
mm.
Correct me if my understanding, because I think this master data collection should come at requirements or functional phase, right? Rather than after testing. Because if
Yeah,
I'm a
so that's
consultant, I
what.
need to understand all the major setups and master
Yeah,
setups and all those things.
yeah. So parallel, this can be a make it as a parallel activity during this phase itself.
Yes, yes, yeah.
This
So, what my
this can be
understanding, you can correct me. Yeah.
yeah, that is correct actually. So as per the procedure, it is like here, but you can try to collect the master data, because why it was not started in the very first means, suppose you have started this process, if it is a very big or very big implementation, then uh, like suppose it was taken almost 4 to 5 months. Then
Hmm.
in this 4 to 5 months, if you select in the, if you collect the data in the very first, there are so many customers, there are so many vendors added in the last, then you
Okay.
are losing the data. So this is a parallel activity. Parallel activity. Slowly you can collect some information during this process, and the final data should be after this one, because you need to get the latest data with the customers and vendors.
Right.
Okay, so
Okay.
that is the reason
Right.
parallel we have written here. But some of the masters you can collect in the very first. Means suppose item master will not be created every time, or
Right.
cash discounts, methods of payments, terms of payment, all those things, it will not be keep on changing. Those data you can
Yeah, that we
select,
can.
collect parallelly.
Yeah. That can be done in the time of requirements phase. Actually,
Yes,
requirements phase we
exactly.
can go ahead.
Yes,
One
yes.
more thing,
So,
technical design, functional design document ownership lies with the consultant. Functional, I know
yeah.
that.
Mm,
Technical design document is going to validate by architect. That's what my understanding. But in between this, we are
mm,
the folks actually where we give the inputs to the developers. So that's what we are discussing from the day one. So
uh,
the interdependencies of challenges, like from functional aspect in
mm,
between the technical, sometimes the debate will happen, right? Because how this
mm,
form will work in terms of
mm,
customization, right?
mm.
So who will be writing this test cases, and actually will be liaise with us, or testing team will do that actually?
No, no. See, test cases and use cases will be writing by us only, functional people only.
Okay.
But this is more about technical design. Means it is more about what is the field name, and what is the farm name, what is the how many stored procedures I need to write, how many methods I need to write. Those are completely technical. You don't have you don't have any control on this one.
So you are referring to this master data child tables, which are the main tables, which are the sub tables, how are the joins going on, all those database stuff, and about the metadata schema. All this will be coming over your technical design document here.
Yes, exactly, exactly. So you are not expertise in that area. Am I right? You are not
Yes.
expertise.
Yes.
So then these two will be completely handled by technical lead. Here we have discussed technical lead will be there. That guy will be to look into this one. Otherwise, solution architect. So
Okay.
it does not mean like every project may have solution architect. May not have, because if it is a small one, it is not required. If it is a standard application, it is only 10%, 20% customizations. With minimum customizations, if you are proceeding for that project, solution architect is not required at all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Right. Yep.
fine.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Fine. Now here, master data collection parallelly, and opening balances. Opening balance collections means if suppose you are migrating the data from October 31st to say November 1st, means a customer is going live from November 1st. Then we need to collect the opening balances. I mean to say 31st October closing balances we need to collect from the customer from the previous application. So in the suppose you don't start in the 31st October itself. You need to start on at least 15th October or 20th of October, so that customer will habituate how to get the data. But of course, in the last day of the October 31st, definitely there will be changes in the amounts. But whenever you are collecting, you need to give the information to collect, to do a trial and error kind of thing before go live date. Next, user acceptance test. User acceptance test. User acceptance test means here the business users, they will do the testing with their sample data or real data. Business people, they will verify the application whether it is working fine or not. This is the crucial area. So if functional consultants are testing properly, not properly, and business users also neglecting this phase. These two phases are most important. Suppose like functional consultants skipped the mini scenarios, and user acceptance test means done by business people. They also neglected some scenarios. Now pre go live and go live. Pre go live means last 15 days kind of thing. Go live means the actual date. Okay, during the testing, if it is not done properly, then what happens? Go live will be failed. So testing by functional people or test engineers. And one more thing I will tell you, even the test engineers will not cover all the scenarios. Test engineers, they don't know the business scenarios much as like you. Test engineers, they will verify like a form level kind of thing, whether it is everything field is working or not, form is working or not. But business people, here business people testing, here functional people testing is most important, crucial. You need to verify positive scenarios and negative scenarios. You need to verify both scenarios, positive and negative scenarios. Of course, in real time scenario, 90% is positive scenarios, maybe like 5% or 10% negative scenarios. You need to do mistakes intentionally, and you need to verify the mistake is rectified, how to rectify. Those is most important. Both positive scenario and negative scenario you need to verify. Okay, testing phase is most important. Then after go live, then post go
I
live.
think most of the effort from testing will be on integration and regression because a lot of modules and a lot of companies, legal entities are involved here, right?
That no, that is not required because standard function it is already tested by Microsoft fully.
Okay,
So
okay. I
Microsoft
mean,
is
I'm talking about customization, maybe Satya. I mean,
yes,
whatever the new
customization.
customization which you have done.
Yes. So
Yeah.
standard functionality, whatever it is there between modules integrations, it was tested by Microsoft. Microsoft will do a several round of testing. Microsoft will spend a lot of time to do a testing majorly. So along with development, suppose for development it is maybe it was taken like 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days, but testing will be done by Microsoft some days. Several round of testings will be done heavily because one because of if it is one change, it may impact in somewhere else. So Microsoft will do the several round of testing. So Microsoft will spend time and money on testing a lot, to be frankly. That is the reason even it is a small bug, to fix the small bug, it will take so much time. Whereas in the client side, you can fix it in 1 day or 2 days. But whereas in the Microsoft, it will take maybe 15 days, it may take one month, or it may take 2 months. The reason behind Microsoft will do several rounds of testings, fully testing. Then only it will be released. Okay. Next. Yeah. Any question in between?
And
Yeah.
there, recently what I have observed,
Hmm.
Dynamics
Yeah.
after 365
Hmm.
going on cloud,
Hmm.
and Dynamics have stopped extension, sorry, the overlaying concept. It generally asks the customizations to be limited to 20% because
Hmm.
the updates, new features will cover the customizations, or it will keep the pace requirements of the customers.
Okay. Okay. Good to know. Fine. That's fine. So
I don't know
Microsoft
how.
suggested. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Hashmi. What my understanding was also internally when I was checking with the organization, right? So Satya, so what are the customizations which these Microsoft partners are doing? They are
Hmm.
giving feedback to the Microsoft, and Microsoft is coming with the module now.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
they are taking the
Exactly.
feedback of the partners actually.
Understood. Understood. Makes sense. See, in AX 2012, I observed like I saw many clients in AX 2012, maybe R2 or R3. I saw even one module, 50 to 60% functionality was modified, 50 to 60%. But whereas in D365,
Yeah.
because it is completely Microsoft is focusing on enhancing the product rather than developing for one client. whatever it is developed by third party vendor, and suppose landed cost, as I told you, another one is revenue recognition, one more module like asset leasing. These modules are, maybe it was developed by some third party vendor. Microsoft is try to getting focus on to get that product directly in the system, so that it will be available for all customers, all
Mhm.
customers. Yes. So that is flexibility
Yeah,
is
and
available. Yeah, exactly. Yes, please.
exactly. And because what happens is like more than 50% in the software is customized,
Hmm.
maintainability is
Tough.
decreasing. So
Yeah, yeah, I
I
agree with you.
think this is the way now in the future.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
performance will drastically come down. We have a heavy customization actually.
Yes, exactly,
Yes, that
exactly.
part also.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. You're right.
And
So,
Satya, where will be training part for the users? Will the
so
user
here,
acceptance test only will do the training?
here in this phase, in this phase, parallelly.
Okay,
but
actively.
but actually, see, in small organizations, when I observe in small organizations, when compared with very big organizations, they will start training here itself. I saw many clients, means small
Okay.
companies, they will focus on here, because whenever you are explaining like a workaround solution, customization, these things, business people, they cannot understand what do you mean by this one. If you
Mm-hmm.
showcase the application at this place, but if it is a very big organization, you need to follow the scenario. You need to follow the scenario. But whereas in a small organizations, parallel activities, they will start training, providing training, and they will collect the documents. But if it is a
Okay.
very big organization, until and unless the documentation is not signed off, we cannot proceed with the other one. There is restrictions in the very big organizations, whereas small organizations, what they will do, they will not have rules and regulations, like a clear structure. They will start collecting the database, like data, and they will start training in the very first phase only, so that customer can understand, the business user can understand what are you saying orally. Even if you are showing in screenshot, they cannot understand.
Mm-hmm.
So it is always better, if you have opportunity, in a project, try to show the application to the customer in the very first, at the earliest. Let him do one sample test, sample transactions, then it will be easy for him, and he can explain like, I don't have this field, I don't have this field, I want this one, I want this one. He can explain you clearly. But in big organizations, we don't have opportunity to provide training in the very first.
Yeah, Satya, you are right. I mean, a
Yeah,
few companies nowadays they are going with proof of concept with minimum requirements to customer. So
yeah,
early stage they are educating customer with this POC what they were looking for. Then they are going with all the phases which you are talking about.
yeah, yeah. Nowadays, of course, agile methodology came. So there is
Yeah.
a function called agile methodology. Using that methodology, they are showcasing the in the development stage itself. They are explaining the same to the customers, the clients. Of course, little bit changed technology, like agile methodology means what it means. During this development, during this stage itself, it is not, they are not waiting to complete the entire development. What they are doing, they are developing something and they are showcasing this one to client, business users, and if it is okay, they will proceeding further, rather than waiting the entire development and showcasing here. So nowadays it was improved a lot.
And they call it conference pilot room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
they can call it as incremental and iterative, Hashmi. I mean,
Yes,
like
exactly.
incremental and iterative, each sprint wise
Yeah,
kind of thing actually.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Okay, don't worry, team. So whoever is don't know about Dynamics AX and who is new to this product and new to this IT industry, whatever I'm explaining, everything it is. Don't get frustrated like whether I can learn all these things or not. For junior people, you will not be the entire scope. you may not know the entire scope. Slowly you can understand. Once you get into a project, you will understand all these things. At least you need to remember these words, what I'm saying here. Okay, some senior people like they are discussing a lot about this implementation methodology. So that may not be, you may not understand the entire process, and don't get fear whether if I don't know about this one, what happens. Once you get into a project, one project, you will came to know like everything, but at least you need to remember these words. I'm just introducing words one by one, what it is, at least high level inputs. So don't get fear. This is not the primary role. Of course, for functional consultant, product is required, and parallelly, this is extra knowledge it is required for you. So you may not have the scope for this entire process. I mean to say, you need not to work the entire process. You may be working for something else, only something. So this is it is for senior consultants. It is important. He should know the entire process for senior people. For junior people, it is not the primary. So you will be allocated to some task and you are going to do that one. So don't get fear by looking into this diagram, a big diagram.
Satya, like you said, fit gap analysis. Uh,
Yeah,
Suppose if there is any gap in our current system and the requirement, then we are creating the gap analysis like customization or workaround customization.
yeah,
Suppose if there is case of customization, then like you said, you need to take the screenshot of your current screen and where you are going to put the whatever the required things like any text
yeah,
box or any control.
yeah.
Then is there any document or template for this, or it is depends on your
This one,
organization?
this one,
Functional
functional design.
design.
Yeah,
Okay,
for
and
that
in
only.
func Mhm.
Yeah, yeah,
And is there any template for this?
yeah. So for all these things, actually, like, give me a second. Okay, give me a minute. So first thing is, for these things, you have from Microsoft Sure Step methodology. So Sure Step methodology is a one small kind of ERP, like a small kind of a tool from Microsoft. All the documents will be there. Implementation methodology. So diagnostic, analyze, design, development, deployment, and operation. So it was explained here, and actually one tool, small tool will be there. So nowadays I'm not looking at that tool. In 2012 there is a small tool. So that tool you can download and you can get that templates from that one. So I don't have currently. It is around
Mhm.
100 MB or 200 MB. You can Google it, or if you have partner source or customer source, if you are working in a company, you will get the
Mhm.
option to download that file. But tomorrow I will show you one sample FDD,
Okay.
how it looks like. I will show you so that you can have an idea what it is. Tomorrow I will show you that one FDD.
Okay.
So this is the most important.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hello.
so this is actually this documentation. To be frankly, this documentation role is majorly, it is called business analyst. So now coming to this notepad, our roles, one is pre-sales. If you are a senior most consultant, you will be in a part of pre-sales to deliver the information to the client in a proper manner. Another one is business analyst. If you are strong in, if you are strong in documentation, then this is, you may get a role here like a business analyst. This documentation is more about business analyst. They will do like they will write down the document clearly, So business analyst and then functional consultant. Okay, sometimes if it is a small organization, you need to play this role also as a functional consultant. But majority, if it is a big organizations, this documentation will be done by business analyst. This major documentation will be done by business analyst. Functional design document, this will be done by finance consultant, a T&L consultant or functional consultant from here. This will be done by this role from here. Functional consultant will play a role a lot. This will be done by business analyst. And then support consultant. Support consultant means here after go live, after post go live, AMC or support. So once go live is over, suppose take the example November 1st is the go live. Then there will be agreement between client and your company. Maybe 15 days or 1 month, your team will be there at on site. After that, they will leave and they will go back to their home country or home city. And from here, support team will handle the tickets. So there are majorly pre-sales role. If it is a senior, if you are a senior most consultant, if you are strong in communication skills, you can become a business analyst with means I mean to say here with minimum functional knowledge or like a function with functional knowledge. Along with functional knowledge, if you have more communication skills and like English vocabulary, if you have command and that one, you can become a business analyst. And then functional consultant is the actual implementator. The actual work will be done from the functional consultant. And support consultant means here after implementation, like 1 year, 2 years, you are going to give a support. In between, there is test engineer, but I don't like you to be a test engineer purely. You may play this testing role also in between, but if you are becoming a test engineer, then you will be deviated from the Dynamics 365. There is a chance because test engineers may test Dynamics 365, may test in some other tools also. So these are the different roles you can play. So I don't think so. These two will be suitable for you. You will be majorly functional consultant role or support consultant role. These are the two roles you are going to play. But I don't like pure test engineer. So business analyst, you may partially need to work sometimes if it is a small organizations. If it is a big organizations, you are not going to be a business analyst. You are going to be this role only. So majorly my role is I have played all these roles, but my major focus is this two. My major focus is this two. So these are the roles in the market. Any doubt here? Anyone?
There, what is a systems analyst?
System?
Systems analyst. They use this term generally.
Maybe business analyst, maybe systems
Yeah,
analyst.
Maybe it's the same.
Actually, system analyst is also similar role of business analyst, but system analyst also will have some technical. He will be involved in technical also, techno-functional role, where business analyst is purely a functional guy, functional kind of mindset. He should have a domain knowledge if he's a BA. For example, if I'm from BFSI background, banking and finance, if I'm a BA, then I should know capital, retail, all this knowledge. If I'm a system analyst, I should also know the banking knowledge along with the technical architecture and coding and all those things. Combination.
So you give the best solution.
Yeah, he's a techno-functional expert. See, he can speak in technical language, he can speak in functional language. Nowadays, the organizations have made that designations in such a way. So BA is a core functional guy actually, business analyst, and system analyst is like techno-functional, both.
Thanks.
So
Yeah.
his bonus role is close to this business analyst role. Of course, not Dynamics 365, but his role is close to business analyst role.
Yes, I'm also into the pre-sales in current organization along with BA earlier, yeah. But not in D365.
Yeah, I know. Like from last 10 years to like 10 to 12 years, he's working as a like these roles. He's working these
Mm.
roles. Yeah, I know. Fine. Any questions? Anything, please? Of
Satya,
course,
can you
it is.
explain me
Yeah, yeah.
can
Yeah,
you
like
explain me about UAT testing? Like who will be doing that, or maybe the business users or the functional people will be doing it?
so. UAT testing will be done by business users. Majorly with see here we are testing with sample data. We don't have the real data. Maybe we don't have data is there. Real scenario we don't know, because being a functional consultant, customer scenarios, all customer scenarios we don't know. So here with the customer scenario, with the customer data, they will verify, they will validate. This is the area this is the area very crucial. You need to make sure like the customer or client side people are doing full length testing with the negative scenarios as well. Let them do mistake, and if they do mistake, what is the rectification? Don't stop them to do mistakes. Let them do mistake, and now understand if it is mistake is happened, how to correct it. That is a major scenario always. The success of the ERP is here negative scenarios to be tested a lot. Suppose I did product receipt and it is instead of 100 items I need to do like instead of 50 items I did product receipt 100. Now I need to rectify. What I have to do? I did it mistake already. What is the rectification? I cannot modify. So those kind of scenarios you need to business people need to test. So if they are not testing, you should be behind them and verify what kind of mistakes may happen, and you need to discuss. This is the crucial area to for go live. If it is required, you can change the go live date from 1st of November to 1st of December. But if it is went live and they are not able to proceed further, then entire ERP collapse. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the crucial area. Every time pre go live and UAT test, this is the crucial area. Like we need to be behind, and we need to verify. We need to make sure like business people are testing their business scenarios thoroughly. Okay, fine. Any questions, please?
So, Satya, sir, in case of D65, like once they perform the UAD, they are going to use the same database for Go Live, or they have different environment in the Go Live?
No, no. Actually, see here, good question to be frankly. Good. See here, what we will do, there is servers. One is development server, dev server. Another one is test server. Another one is standard environment. Another one is UAT, and then production server. Many clients they will follow 5 servers. Many clients they will follow standard environment, means exactly whatever it is there in the system here, whatever it is there, this system. This is exactly the standard application. The standard application. There is no customization. Okay, and the developers they will do in one server, and they will deploy their data like customization from here to here, custom package they will deploy from development server to test server.
Test
Once
server,
it is
yes.
tested, yeah, once it is tested, then it will be deployed from here to here. In UAT environment, they will not enter the junk data. Already these two are always sync each other. Means setups, master data, customer data, everything should be the same here, and always like from UAT to production, the data package will be copied from product UAT to here. Means technical coding, whatever it is there, it will be copied from UAT server to production server. But database will be copied from production server to UAT.
Oh,
because in this setups and parameters should not be changed. Whatever it is there, that this database will be copied from here to here. Always two things. One is database, another one is custom code. Custom code will be copied from UAT environment to production, whereas database always from production to quite
UAT.
opposite. Understood?
Yes.
This is the standard behavior for any client, Okay. So as I said, junior people, don't worry. I don't know so many things, so whether I can work on a job in IT industry. Don't think negative. Okay. Don't get frustrated by looking into this entire topic. But it is important. But it is not. It will not stop you to get into a job. This is required, but it is not a primary requirement. Once you get into a job, you will learn all these things. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, Satya, if you could, if you have the access to the documents, all of them from the partners, or
So all of them I
so
cannot
if you
show
could
because
share
all of
the
them I cannot show.
samples.
Yeah, I will try to show you tomorrow. One is every day I will show you. Otherwise, I will Google it and I will try to show you sample data. Okay,
Okay.
I will show
If
you. Yeah,
anyone of us also have access, we'll try to.
sure, sure. You can Google it. You will find so many sample data, and we'll
Mhm.
discuss. Yeah, if you try from Google and if you come to me and if you showcase, then we'll share with
Mhm.
all the team members.
Yeah, sure.
Fine.
And we will go through the how the project completion and how the project goes in the LCS using the LCS DevOps. Or
To be frankly, I'm not sure about that. Because for D365, I worked as a support consultant, but not a implementation consultant. Okay, I did
it's
not
too
get
new
to.
technology still. Yes.
Yeah. So if you have inputs, that is more helpful to me as well, Hashmi or Rishikesh or anyone in D365 implementation. So what is going on? Because I did not get chance to implement. I am working in a support consultant from last 3 years in D365 as a support consultant, but not implementation consultant. In
Okay.
AX2012, I worked as an implementation consultant with many projects, but in D365, I don't get chance. I did not get chance. So anyone is having that experience or knowledge, if you are going to share, that will be helpful to the entire team.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even I was in the end phase, so LCS and Azure DevOps only had the exposure
Hmm.
to handle and then maintain those environments. But implementation phase, even I was out of it.
No, okay, okay. Understood, understood. Fine. So I'm
Would
stopping
be
here for
great if
today.
someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm I'm stopping here for today. We'll connect once again tomorrow. So tomorrow I will start with the company creation process. Okay, it is keep on postponing, but from tomorrow I'm going to start with the company creation process. So please do join without fail. Okay, please do join. Okay, see you all. Bye.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Satya.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you,
Thank
Satya.
you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Yeah.